water this morning. Posted some pictures on the Instagram and stuff like that. It's a real nice one. This one weighs 96.33 grams. Just to give you an idea. Just a little under 100 grams for this one. Those are the trees reflecting. They're not close, but they're not that far. They're trees, you know. Some of them may be old, but most of them are relatively young trees. The tips on this one, really perfect. The point, each point, really perfect. This one's got that kind of flat tomahawk razor edge. I imagine that if I were a person who were native to this land, and let's say maybe what we call the 1600s or the 1700s, this is an incredibly well-made natural knife. I would just 31. It's got a good weight to it. The weight is pretty equal, pretty good. And just kind of use some strapping. Put it between good hard wood like this. Man, you could really do some damage with this. And if it breaks, it only becomes sharper. Kind of like flint. In the Cuyahura Valley and the Mohawk Valley, before American settlers came here, the Mohawk Nation called themselves keepers of the flint. And I think they were talking about these. They were considering this to be akin to and relative to some type of flint. But that also might be some drastically overrated misunderstanding of the original idea. Like we find so much in American culture. Here's what we found so far from smalls, medium smalls, and then just kind of with me. Just some hard clay in there. It'll come out after it soaks a little bit. Yeah, this will be a nice one after it just soaks a little bit. It's just been sitting in that hard clay. This is why we gather everything. Just looks like some dirt. It's been protected by that dirt, though, which is the good thing about the dirt. You know, I love the dirt. Recently, I met a miner randomly at the gas station, and he said, "I hate digging in the dirt." And I thought, well, that is the strangest thing I've heard any miner ever say. He said, "I hate digging in the dirt." You lost me. You lost me there. You know? What are you talking about? He does find good stuff. He just likes to hard rock mine and just hang out with rocks only. Rocks only, no dirt. Who knows? Maybe he gets allergic to stuff that's in the dirt. If you're prone to problems with that, digging in the dirt can make it worse. I just thought it was weird for a miner to say, "I hate digging in the dirt." Sorry, this is really just wants to focus on other things. It's because of the slight crack in my phone screen. It's giving me a problem. I gotta come up with a couple of $1 million to be able to get this iPhone fixed. Camera. Well, yeah, it's a chunk. You know, it's a Gemmy bomb. So that's a real chunky. She look dirty. It's okay. She's gonna be beautiful. Actually looks like kind of a piece that broke away from another piece. Yep. Or is that a face? This is a... Yeah, that's a chunky piece that broke away from another piece. It's probably part of a cluster. Looks like one of those. One of those weird ones that sits on top of the cluster. Kind of... Boy, these are glassy in there. This thing really rehealed a little bit, but not quite totally. It'll look good when it's... This is a good piece. We'll send to our gem cutter, likely. And I know it has a beautiful tip. I could... This is one that'll get put aside, and it's like, should it go to the cut or should it not? Because, I mean, it's a little bit broken, but it's also kind of nice. Kind of just sits there. So, it's got that one flaw. Not a big deal. This is tough clay. It's under there, though. Trust me. It's a crystal. It's one of those button-looking things where it's sat on the floor and it's got like that double terminated top, but then it kind of has sides. It's tabby. It's tabby smush.